So, the first match of the weekend in League One is Burton versus Port Vale. And I do think Burton have played well. They won their first match, and then in the second one, they were up 2-0 in the first half against Barnsley. So I do think that they will win this. Port Vale have played well, so I do think they'll score. I think this one will end up 3-2 to Burton. Next, we've got Mansfield versus Exeter. And Mansfield have not started out the season well with 2 losses, and Exeter have done okay. They've got 4-1 win and a loss. So I do think that Exeter will win this, but I do think it will be a tight one because Mansfield will really need to win this one. So I think that Exeter will win this 2-1. Next, we've got Barnsley. And I'll try not to stay too biased on this one, but I do think that Barnsley will win this. Barnsley have started out great, won their first 2, and Bolton have won 1, lost 1. So I do think that Barnsley will win this. Got a great attack and a great defence, and also Barnsley have some great midfielders as well. I do think that this one, Barnsley will come up on top 3-1. Next, we've got Blackpool versus Huddersfield. Now, I think that Blackpool have not started out great. They've lost their first 2, and Huddersfield have started out this season absolutely great, and they've won both, and I do think that they will win again, but I do think that Blackpool will score, so I have my prediction as 3-1. Now the next one we have is Bradford City versus Luton. Now Luton started off and won both of their first 2 matches, and Bradford City won the first one, and I think they should have won the second one, but they just couldn't score in the second one. I think this one will be close, and I think it will be a draw, 1-1. Next, we've got Cardiff versus Rotherham. Now, Cardiff and Rotherham have both started out okay, not perfect, but I do think that Cardiff will do quite well this season, and I've got Cardiff to win this one 2-1. Next, we've got Doncaster versus Wycombe. Now, Doncaster have started out the season quite well, Wycombe have not, and I do think that Wycombe will really want to win this, so I think that it will be a close one, and I think it will end up in a 1-1 draw between the two. Not too exciting, but I think that it will end that way. Next, we've got Leyton Orient versus Stockport. Now, Stockport started off the season good, and Leyton Orient have started out okay. The only team that they've lost against so far is Huddersfield, which Huddersfield have just started out amazing. So I don't think that that really means too much into this, and I do think that this will be very tight, very even, and I think this one will have many goals, and I think it will end as a 2-2 draw. Next, we've got Plymouth versus Lincoln. Now, Lincoln have started off the season okay, and Plymouth have not started off the season great at all, but I do think that Plymouth will come out on top on this one, and I think they will win 2-1. And this is because I do think that Plymouth need to win a game eventually because they have started off horribly, but they do have some good attackers, so I do think that they will score. That's the only one that I think could end up wrong, but I do believe that Plymouth will win 2-1. Next, we've got Reading versus Wimbledon. I think this Wimbledon will be a very close one, and I think this will end a 1-1 draw. This is because Reading have not started off too well, but I don't think they are a bad side, and I think they will get some points soon. And Wimbledon have started off okay, but I do think that this one will be a really close 1-1 draw. Next, we've got Stevenage versus Northampton Town, and Northampton Town have not started off this season very good, and Stevenage have played quite well, so I do think that Stevenage will win 3-1 here, and I think that Stevenage will dominate most of the game, but Northampton will score a goal. And finally, for the last game of this weekend, we've got Wigan versus Peterborough. Now, Peterborough have not started off the season too well, and Wigan have started off quite well, so I do think that Wigan will win this match. But I do think that it will be a bit of a close one, and I think that Wigan will just edge this one 2-1. Thank you guys for watching. Please put your predictions in the comments. Please like, comment and subscribe. I hope I get these right. Goodbye.